Good evening all, hope we are all doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing. Welcome to round number 3 of the JT Cup 2023. Round number 3, have I already said round number 3? Round number 3 of the JT Cup 2023, round 3. Let's go, let's do this. We are at Watkins Glen. However, let's get the excuses in. Firstly, I've had no practice. I literally got here at about 7:30. So I had like no time at all. You will have, I don't know if anybody noticed, but literally the schedule for this stream, or me scheduling this stream, sorry, onto YouTube, it literally went online about 10 minutes ago. I've literally just walked through the door. So absolutely no practice. So on that note, I apologise, Jonathan, as well, because when I messaged you earlier, I said when I get back to the office and I'll see about what the score is for the grid tonight. But I literally just walked through the door 10 minutes ago, so I haven't had a chance to send any to ask. I apologise. But Brian's saying be quick, so I don't know if there is a spot or what the score is. Brian might be able to tell me one way or the other. I'm not too sure. But yeah, if not, it looks as if this has actually crashed. Although it says the room is being prepared, but that looks like it's crashed altogether, doesn't it? Right, we're all good. So apologies, Jonathan, but if you can't get on for tonight, I need to message Rico and see what the score is. We see if we can, if there's any slots for the next round, which is not next week, but the week after, I think, if I got that right. So I just wanted to quickly mention that. No idea what you're saying. Headphones on. No worries, Brian. So I wanted to quickly mention that, Jonathan, because I did promise I would drop a message, and then, like I say, I've literally just walked through. So, but Brian was saying, "Be quick." You're in, Vicar, but I don't know if he was saying. I'm not sure what he was meaning. On whether or not he's checked and there is a slot, I don't know. But anyways. So apologies, John. If not, though, I'm trying to message Rico on my phone at the same time here. So if not, we'll see if we can sort out for the next round or whatever. But again, it says room is being prepared. Anyways, so hope everyone's well. Welcome along, everyone. Welcome, John, Jonathan, Brian. 60 seconds, John, James as well. Adam, here we go again. How are we doing, mate? Hope we're all well. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. However, I need to jump straight in, like literally now, because I've had no practice whatsoever. So I'm going to jump in now. I'm going to have a few runs around the track and see what we can do. We're in the Lambo. Always worth a mention. We're in the Lambo. That was going to be track limits. Yes, of course it is. A couple of people are going to be getting caught out by that one tonight. I would have thought. But yes, a bit of practice needed if I can, because I have got absolutely no clue. Whoa, hey. I've got absolutely no clue what everybody else's pace is. I presume it's fairly decent. I don't know how good the Lambo's going to be. It's just that middle chicane. In fact, actually, I do know how good the Lambo's going to be. That is a bit of a lie. The Lambo's mega around here, except for that bus stop chicane. It is mega round majority of the track, except for that one bloody chicane, where the car just almost freaks out, as it does with any kind of braking zone, or a lot of chicanes. In the Lambo's case, to be fair, any kind of high speed chicanes and Daytona's the same. This Lambo just freaks out with the lift-off oversteer that you get. It can be really, really bad. So it's not that great in the chicane around here, but for the rest of the track, I do actually know, because I have raced this round here before on a Group 4 combo, I think, for one of the daily races. It is decent. It is really, really decent. It just needs to be driven well through that chicane, or kind of not driven well, what's kind of the words that I'm looking for, damage limitation through that chicane. You kind of really need to make sure that you're not going to bin it through there, because it's very, very easy to do so. There's a few other cars that are like that, especially in maybe it's the Group 3s. You get that a little bit in the Audis, kind of any of the mid-engined cars and all that sort of stuff. So you know, it can be a little bit of a weird one. So, are you in, Jonathan? Are you managed to get in? Kills the tyres very fast. Yeah, the Lambo is well, it does and it doesn't, and it depends on the track, because I found that the tyre wear on it wasn't actually too bad on a couple of the previous races. It is just on the tracks where you maybe do have some high-speed corners like this one, or high-speed kind of chicanes where you do get the car like that there sliding around, and then it becomes very bad. So it's almost kind of like the nature of the car isn't necessarily bad on tyres as much as it is the nature of the car stops you from having full grip at the best of times, or at the most important times. So anyways, we're trying to do our best. As I say, no practice on this one. So John, I hope you're listening to this bit here. That's my excuse, no practice. So if you win and you beat me, it doesn't count, right? That's what I'm saying. Yes, both tyre compounds to be used in the race as well. Yeah, soft and medium, I believe. What on earth is that? Soft and medium, I believe. I need to double check. It might be medium and hard, but I think it is soft and medium. So what we're going to do for strategy and all that sort of stuff as well, I'm also not too sure. I've really got no idea. I would have had a fair idea, I think, or I have had a fair idea on the last couple of races, the last couple of rounds, but this one I've got absolutely no clue. 57.2. We will be going into qualifying fairly soon, but I just want to get as many laps in as I can. I'll kind of look at the tyre wear and sort of judge it from there, really, on the tyre wear that we have in quali. Soft and mediums, there we go, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was medium and hard or soft and medium. Getting a little bit better there in the chicane. That's kind of it with the Lambo. You just need to try and straight line brake as well. That's the main thing. So you kind of brake, turn, do the first half of the chicane, straight line across that first bit whilst braking, get slowed down, then start to turn. Because if you try and brake, lift off and turn at the same time, that is just a cocktail for disaster of steering inputs, a cocktail of horrific inputs that the Lambo just does not like. But yeah, never hards. They're not racing tyres. They're not exactly. I remember Martin Brundle talking about them when Ferrari put them on the whole weekend. I can't remember which track it was at all, but the whole weekend, everybody was complaining about the hard tyres, saying how horrific they were. And then Martin Brundle was like, so Ferrari have gone and put the concrete slabs on, the concrete tyres. Which is pretty much what they feel like at the best of times on this game. Right, there we go. Right, okay, 3/10 off. 3/10 off Adam with I was going to say a pole position. We're not in qualifying yet, but he's top of the ranks, top of the leaderboard. I imagine he'll improve a fair bit. Hopefully we do as well. Appreciate everyone tuning in as soon as we went live, though. Absolute bunch of legends, as always. Rico telling everybody to get on track. We'll see if we have enough time to finish this lap beforehand. Not too sure if we will. Oh, there we go. That was me getting everything wrong. 10th up there. See if we can finish this lap before we jump into quali. Oh, Brian has gone and absolutely launched himself to the top of the leaderboard. That's probably going to be a penalty there, I think. Yeah. 8/10 exactly. Brian is ahead of me there. We ran a little bit wide there, but that was a 5/10 improvement. Oh man, I'm excited for this one. Excited for this one. Here we go. Let's set this away to record. Here we go then. Watkins Glen qualifying begins. This for me genuinely is sometimes more exciting than the race. Half the time it's more exciting than the F1 races, that's for sure. Quali. There's many races on the F1 calendar where the qualifying is more exciting. Right, we're going to get out. We've got 15 minutes, which should be enough time to get probably 4 or 5 hot laps done, and then of course a couple of in laps, out laps, all the rest of it. It's quite a long lap, this one. I really don't think I'm going to be able to navigate that chicane 27 times, I've got to be honest. I think it was 27, is it 27 laps or 24 laps? I really don't think I'm going to be able to manage that chicane so easily every time, especially once we start to have a bit of tyre wear and all that sort of stuff. I could have probably done with a bit of practice on the medians as well. Can't remember exactly how long a pit stop is around here. All the sort of stuff that would have been quite helpful to have checked out beforehand. How's the stream looking though? Sounding looking good, all that sort of stuff? Looks like it's alright to me on my phone, thankfully. Right, predictions. Anybody got any guesses? I would like to think that I can finish quite high up, but I'm not too sure. So has Jonathan made it in? Did I see him on the left-hand side? I'm sure he has made it in, hasn't he? Which is good. Oh, Navy's jumped us. Oh, as is Eddie. Eddie was going to go jump us there as well. I was just trying to create a bit of a gap. Right back out of this one. Penalty there. Check fuel here as well. Keep a check on the fuel. Not because we're going to run out in quali, but just for reference in the race, really. 53.8. Oh, 4 thousandths. Brian's topped us by 4 thousandths. That's annoying. That's just a bit frustrating, isn't it? But never mind. Picture and sound good. Good stuff, good stuff. Glad about that. Just rated Scotty's stream, get in. Good stuff. Oh. Three tenths up. This one's going to be a fair whack of an improvement, this. Brian's gone into the pits. He hasn't completed this lap. I've cost myself hugely in that last sector there. There should still be an improvement though, I think. Hopefully. Yeah, but not by as much as I thought it would have been. Right, this one's going to be an in lap then. I was going to be getting that penalty. Just going to keep this in 5th, burn as much fuel as possible. Fairly brutal penalty, that one. Right, in lap here then. So into the pits we go. Fresh set of boots. Got to make sure that you stay in the pit lines here though. This is the hardest part about this track, is that pit entry is an absolute killer. Right, onto the softs, do not refuel. P3 in qualifying, I've just seen that one there, James, sorry. P3 minimum. Alrighty then. Right, pit time as well. We need to. I'm going to keep a check of this because it is quite a long pit stop here. So I actually wonder whether or not it is going to be worth, and I think it is. You know, I'm assuming it's going to be worth going quite long. Because if we see what our outlap is going to be here, our in-lap was 2:02. I presume the outlap is going to be, not that I'm going to be absolutely flying on this outlap, so we can maybe take off 3, maybe even 4 seconds to whatever we cross the line with here. 34 seconds. Is that the total time lost? Try and reference that a little bit. So 9 seconds lost on the way into the pits on that last lap there, 53.7, and we go in with a 2:02. Obviously you sort of trundle down the pit lane and you still cross the line to register a lap. So it takes 9 more seconds to register a lap when you... Whoa! I was going to sit behind him there and follow. That was close. That was close. Total full throttle on the way out. Yeah, and then even then though you're also losing time. Even more than that really, because you've not got the momentum of the first corner exit, have you? So here we go then. What's this going to be as we cross? Take off maybe 3, even 4 seconds to be safe. 2:18. So I'll do the maths on that in a bit. Oh, there's turn 1 messed up. So 9 seconds. Say that's a 2:15. 24. 9. Yeah, 34. Yeah, you're bang on, James. 34 seconds. Yeah. Should have just listened. I should have just took your word for it. But yeah, about 34 seconds. So. That's going to be fairly tricky to try and work out there on whether or not it is actually going to... I can't see it being worth pitting. Twice. I can't see a 2-stop being realistically worth it. You've got to have to be... It's not even a case of like a no stop versus a pit stop, because you've got to do a pit stop. And if you're going to do another stop, then that means you've got to be even quicker again. And almost like 3-4 seconds a lap to even make that up, so I can't really see it being worthwhile. We're down on our time here though. So I'll tell you what I am going to do is I'm going to pit now. I'm going to pit now, fresher tyres again. I'm only going to have one final lap at quali. That pit entrance that you don't want to get wrong though. Yeah, definitely a 1-stop I think. Jonathan saying he's well off the pace. It takes a bit of practice round here, mate, doesn't it? It's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal. What car are you in then, Jonathan? Because Stu had dropped out tonight, so are you actually on my team tonight or not? I just realised that. I forgot Stu wasn't racing. So are you in the Lambo or not? In McLaren, right, I got you. Oh, that is going to be tricky. It's mid-engined as well, isn't it? Is it mid-engined? Get the same as me, a bit of lift off oversteer and whatnot into these chicanes. Ouch. Hopefully next week get a full-time seat. Yeah, I'm not sure how many because we got 3 out, so out of 14 now. But it's 16 in the multiplayer lobbies, isn't it? I think so. I don't know if there's 2 seats left then. I wonder if that's the case. Here we go then. Don't bin it. Go. Go, go, go. This is final lap. Last attempt. Oh, did he run wide? Did he run wide? Did he run wide? No penalty. We're all right. Thank God for that. P3 is still not too bad. See if we can improve though. Adam's nearly 3 3/4 ahead. So it's going to be a bit tricky with... How are we so far down on our time? We had a slipstream from Amy, but I didn't think that was helping that much. But it really, really must have been. Eh? What happened there? I thought I still had time to do another lap. What happened there? Bizarre. Right, well, we're going to start on the soft tyres and then just run them for as long as we can. And then go on to the mediums, basically. That was funny. I mean, I was already 4/10 down on my time, so... I wonder if that slipstream from Amy must have been so effective. How was I 4/10 down on the first lap? I did run quite far wide actually and stuff, so... But I was 4/10 down on the previous lap as well, which is what made me bail to then go back into the pits to do another lap. Oh, I don't know. Crazy. Only 30 seconds. Got you. Only it was 6/10 up. Jeez. You got rolling starts, no grid starts. That's a bit mad. 6/10 up. Where do you think you would have, with an extra 6/10, John? Where would you have ended up? Right, I'm going to try and make the soft tyres last. I don't think I will quite get 12 laps out of them, but I'm just going to try and stretch the fuel for as long as it will go. Tell you what, on the steering input there, I could definitely feel the slipstream from these guys, 100%. Definitely felt the slipstream. Right, Adam in the Ferrari. I can't remember what Eddie's in. What car's Eddie in? Is he the Aston, I want to say? Might be wrong. Here's a thought though, because obviously a bit of fuel saving would be needed to stretch for the 24 laps, or just like being sensible on fuel, sorry, for like, even if you've done 12 and 12, a bit of fuel saving is going to be needed. I wonder if a two-stop could work with no fuel saving. What do we think there? Do you reckon you could work that one out quick enough, James? Because I can't. Do you reckon I can get a bit of help on the pit wall, James? Because I can't work that one out quick enough. But I wonder if just pushing like hell and maybe doing like 8, 8 and 8 instead of 12 and 12, which is what I was probably going to be trying to aim for, really. Do you reckon that would work, James? I'm hoping you can work that one out quicker than me. Because I do need to stretch the gears on the Lambo. Need to know a slow lap time. Well, a slow lap time is probably going to be like a 55, 56, probably actually a 56 on the mediums, 56, 57 on the mediums. Really. These guys have got tremendous pace out in front here. This is crazy quick. We've still set at 53.5. We've set fastest lap. Just I know that come the end of it, these guys, if they do a one stop and they go onto the medium, they will have to do a bit more fuel saving and stuff. Well, at least I presume so. I would have to in the Lambo, I know that much. Adam goes defensive. I'm doing it, James. I'm doing that then. Let's go. Let's do that. Let's push like hell. Then softs. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Adam. Adam, sorry. 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 Yeah, because if we do softs, then a couple of laps on the mediums, it'll drop us to the back of the pack, and then another pit stop, it'll drop us right the way to the back, and then we can just focus on quali laps for 9 laps, basically. However, I'm going to struggle to get past these guys now. I don't know if the Ferrari's just dropping off for Adam a little bit here, or whether he's now starting to save fuel a little bit, thinking about strategy and whatnot. Yeah, I'm going to do that though, James. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go for the alternate strategy, I think. See if we can catch everybody out a little bit. Appreciate you working that one out, mate. We might just have the gears to be able to have the run on the Ferrari here. Not the best there though. Right. We've got clear air for the next second. Here we go. Right, we need to start making this strategy work then. Ferrari tuned its tyres. Well, that's what I'm worried about the Lambo doing. Which is probably not too much of a worry if we're going to do shorter stints. Go, go, go. Getting the slip ASAP. We're in it now. But Eddie's got tremendous pace in this. I think it's the Aston that he's in, isn't he? He's very, very quick. Can't keep up with him really. I'm struggling to keep up. He might be doing the same strategy as me though, and pushing like hell. I would hate to think he's doing a one-stop because he's got tremendous pace if this is him sort of looking after tyres and whatnot. Should have been in third there. Lost a lot on exit. Out of slipstream now. Oh, Vic has left. What's happened, Jonathan? What's happened? What is maximum laps on softs? Yeah, maybe it's 12. There might be more people in this lobby than I think going for the same strategy here, you know, James. Because as I'm looking at the tyres there, they're not pretty ideal. I wouldn't probably fancy trying another 6 laps on them, you know. We're in the slip now though. Box lap 10, you reckon? We'll see how we feel with the tyres as we go. I'll get a good feel for it. Hopefully Eddie is on the same going to be on the same strategy as us, because I'm struggling to keep up with him here. Like I say, if this is him looking after tyres, I'm in big trouble. Because I'm pushing pretty as much as I can here. 5 on the mediums, fair play. The second stint on the softs might be a bit easier on the tyres though, because we'll not have as much fuel. Whereas we've started full obviously at the beginning of the race, so Yeah. I tell you what, James, I'm going to go lap 9 on this one, on these tyres here, just because I can feel the fronts sliding quite a bit. And that long right-hander after the chicane, I definitely felt them struggling in there. Super close to Eddie now. He's gone wide. Look at that, he's not lost any time. He's hit the wall and he still didn't lose any time. Such is the power and might of the Aston. Right, one more lap after this. That's dirty, yeah, his tyres cooked also, yeah, potentially. Sorry, it wasn't this right-hander, it was this left-hander here, sorry. Feel them sliding when trying to turn under braking as well. Come on. What a belter. Right, one more lap. Goes in now, so Eddie goes in. Let's watch what he was on the softs. Let's see what he goes on to as well. That'll be a big tell. See what he goes on to. Keep an eye, see what he goes on to. See, oh, he's dropped too far down now. I don't think we're even going to see what he goes on to. Box lap 10, James says. Yeah, I tell you what, let's do that because we've not lost too much time so far. We're only 4/10 down. I tell you what though, let's actually consider strategy here because realistically we could do the rest of the race on the mediums. We're probably going to average a 56.5, 57. Maybe it's a bit less than that, yeah, maybe it's a 50. Yeah, maybe it's a 56.5 or 57. Yeah, maybe it is worth pitting. Use the power to turn. Four-wheel drive, use the power to turn. Right, 8/10 down there. That's the slowest that we've been though. I think that's our slowest lap. Or one of. That's not too bad. Right, let's see what we're like on fuel. Try and have a quick in lap here as well. bottomed out, flat out, fuel to the end. But then we're going to have another stint where we're then full fuel on the soft tyres. We can maybe end up getting a couple of more laps out of them as well, though, if we've got a little bit less fuel. Right, for the love of God, do not get a penalty here. Right, onto the mediums. Oh, is this what you're saying, James? Fuel to the end now? Okay. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to get a couple of laps done on the mediums. We're going to do 3 laps on the mediums. 3 laps on the mediums. So to the end of lap 14, that's when we're going to pit, lap 14. Lap 14. Is that right? Have I got this right? I think so. Lap 14. Well, lap 11, 12, 13. And then that'll mean 12 laps. On the softs. Get a couple of moves done on track though. Oh, that was... We're all side by side, 3 wide there. Oh, no. Nightmare. Well, that's an outlap. That probably couldn't have been any worse. That was a huge loss. That was a huge loss in time, that. Right, Adam goes on to the mediums now, but I think he's going to be going for the rest of the oh, no. I don't think he is. He came out the pits there. He didn't refuel. Either that was a mistake. He was still on 17% and he came out the pits. So that might have been a mistake. This connection's not the best, is it? Ah, no. This connection's a little bit all over in this lobby, isn't it? Ah. to assume that wasn't. I'm going to assume that was the connection. Oh well. Our two-stop strategy is definitely not going to work now, is it? Definitely not happening. What a nightmare. Connection error, yeah, I think so. It's absolutely messed us right up that. Hit this lap at the end of this lap now, or the end of lap 14? What do we think? Carlos on a one stop. But 55 seconds. We're going to pit now. 34 seconds. Loss. It's going to be a lot to regain that, or a lot to try and regain. DP into the pits, 1% fuel. Oh, see, they are doing the same strategy. They all are doing the same strategy. Either that or started on the mediums, maybe. Go one more. Yeah, we're going to pit end of this lap then. Proper shame all of this, because we've lost probably about 25-30 seconds on the grass. Okay, stick to the plan. Well, I certainly hope so. Lap time on the mediums isn't as slow as I thought, you know. Only Eddie pit in front. Right, okay. Oh, there you go, Carlos pits. It's a slow refuel that as well, isn't it? It feels horrible. Right, come on, 10 laps remaining. Let's go. Go, 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 go. I knew it. I knew we were going to get that penalty there as well on the way in. Flipping knew it. push now, absolutely. Got a brutal penalty here though. Go. Brian's 36 seconds up the road, literally an entire pit stop. And I have to hope that I can really make some good progress very quickly here. Made life pretty difficult. Those two spins and a little bit less than ideal, that's for sure. Oh, there we go. These two guys, those two pitting. So that pit, Brian's going to go into the lead unless he's about to pit as well, which it doesn't look like he is. Right, Brian out into the lead then. 35 seconds. Is Brian on a one stop then, is he? Still going to be 3 seconds a lap faster than him, which is just so unlikely. Up to P3 then. Eddie 14 seconds up the road. Brian 35 seconds up the road, which we wouldn't have been too far behind him had we not had those two spins. We put it down to connection errors. Brian choose tyres. What car's Brian in again though? There's a chance he's in a slightly better car than the Lambo. In the Aston. Oh god, right, okay. Well, we've just seen how hard it was to get past Eddie in the Aston, so what on earth's happening? How have I just dropped 6 places there? Did anyone see that? How have I just dropped 6 places there? What's just happened? Can anybody work that one out? What on earth's just gone on there? 6 players have just rejoined the track. What's happened? And then we've gone back to P3. That makes no sense. Brian's due to pit. Is he? He can't be, surely not. That's so bizarre. Yeah, I went to just drop to P6 for nothing there. That's pushing. That is pushing. How do you know Brian's due to pit though? I wouldn't have thought someone would be pitting this late, unless he's done 2 stints on the soft, has he? But for how much I'm gaining to him, it feels like he's stretching the tyres and trying to make them last. There we go. I've just lost a position again. Adam's now P2. I'm back to being P6. It must be a weird glitch thing with the timing boards on where you, with these sectors and stuff like that. It must be. That is so bizarre. I bet you we go back to P3 here at the end of this, on this lap. Ticks over. Yeah, back up to P3. That's bizarre. I don't think Brian made the tyres last. Well, we've only got 5.5 more laps, and I need to gain. I'd be happy with a P3 to be fair. We started P3. I mean, we've gone the hard way and the long way around holding on to P3. 10.2 is the gap to Eddie. Same thing again, we drop all the big places in the same place. Yeah, I think Brian's out the question basically. Our race potentially is with Eddie. Oh, I've just realised that all those people that we keep losing positions to and then repassing are in the pits. So it's either registering them incorrectly as in the pits, or they have quit. Not too sure who we've still got in the lobby and who we haven't anymore. DP falling backwards. No good for him, but good for us. 23 seconds now the gap to Brian. I've literally been gaining 10th after 10th after 10th. But it's not going to be enough, I don't think. We're still gaining quite a bit to Eddie, but also not going to be enough, I don't think. Unless he really struggles to make the tyres last on these last few laps. Setting new fastest laps though, which is good. Nine to Eddie, yeah. $21 to Brian. 21.9, 21.8, 21.7. Penalty. Yeah, knew it. Well, that's ruined that race then. That's ruined that one. Had the gap down to 8.5 as well. Horrible penalty this. Horrible. And the gap goes all the way back up to 23 seconds to the leader as well. Very 12 behind, yeah. Just annoying for how much we were closing the gap there to those guys. I don't think we would have caught them, to be fair, but awesome drive by Brian, it certainly is. Although if I can steal his thunder a little bit. Oh, I think he's binned it. 17 seconds the gap now. Although if I can steal his thunder a little bit, I would have been a lot closer to him if we hadn't have been essentially pushed off track twice. But as we say, I don't think that was necessarily intentional as much as it was. We've seen that the connection spikes and lags have been a little bit all over the place, so I fully expect that none of those incidents were intentional. Connection was awful, yeah, it was. I think we could have possibly caught Eddie. Or at least without that, even without that penalty, without making that mistake across the chicane, we probably would have been within 5 seconds now, I think. Easy on the fuel, just finished the race in P3, yeah. I'm definitely alright for fuel. How's it? Ark says he's P2. How's he P2? Right, I'm so confused now. This has gone awfully wrong now. I'm P3 apparently, but maybe he's not on everybody else's screens. What on earth is going on? This is crazy. During the glitch he is. Oh yeah. And then I'm back up again. 14 seconds the gap. GT7 chat. I don't know if it's GT7 or if it is actually just, maybe it's one of us. It might even be me with a dodgy connection, which is what's messing things up a little bit. I don't actually know. Glitch Central. Well, we got the gap down to 13 seconds now to Brian. Assume that he's struggling for fuel. Let's just see what happens here and where it says we are when we cross the line, because we've been P3, we've been down to P6 and 7. What? And now we're P6. What? And then all of a sudden, Carlos wins the race. What? I don't get this. I don't get this at all. I don't get this at all. That makes no sense whatsoever. Carlos was nowhere near us that whole race. Brian was in the lead. We were 14 seconds behind Brian, is what it was showing. That is so bizarre. That is bizarre. That is bizarre. That is just, that makes no sense whatsoever. I now, with this here, genuinely, because we've seen this on F1 2021 in one of the championships, where the two cars are driving on track and neither of them can see each other being there, but in one world or another they both collide and it puts one car off track. And I think that's where, yeah, exactly, Carlos wasn't even on screen, like, and then we got pushed off twice and I didn't say anything, thinking, I'm assuming that it wasn't deliberate or whatever. I don't even think so. John, I don't know if you know this, you actually pushed me off track. Right, like, but I don't even think I was on your screen at all. And Bucket was the other one, but I don't even. I wonder if I was even on either of their screens. John says he was fourth until the last lap. Well, that I would agree with. Yeah. So you might have been seeing the same as me then, John. Actually, so I'm saying you pushed me off track, John. I think that it was you, or it was your car that was at least on screen, but I don't think you actually did push me off, obviously. So yeah, John, so you were I was P3, and then you were shown as P4, so I was possibly seeing the same as you, but I was always behind Brian. Brian was the leader for pretty much the whole of that last stint. So Brian, were you seeing... No, this just doesn't make sense. Yeah, John saying I never hit anybody. See, so I actually... Right, okay, we need to watch the replay of this, and I would love to know... If John isn't on my screen when we go get ran off wide, this would be so funny. What the hell? Daddy was P4, yeah, 10 seconds behind, yeah. So that's where you were on our screen, John. Yeah, Adam saying GG's, gentlemen. Adam, honestly, I don't even know. I don't know if you've seen much of what carnage has just unfolded there, but that was absolutely bizarre. Can we save the replay? Can some... Oh, no. Right, please, 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 can somebody save the replay? Somebody save the replay. Save the replay, save the replay. Somebody save the replay. Somebody save the replay. Before everybody starts falling out with everybody, saying that someone pushed them off track and da-da-da-da-da. I don't think any of that actually happened in that race. Yeah, yeah, Adam, I too stopped, or I attempted to anyway. Right, let me just... I'm going to put a message into the group chat to everybody here, just to basically say, before we start assuming that people's pushed each other off, like, I had cars on my screen that weren't even there. This is just mad. Adam says I'll take third. Adam, I swear, Adam, you were in the pits the entire race for me, or majority of the race. From your first or your second pit stop, I don't know if you won or two stopped. You were in the pits the whole time. You were in the pits the whole time, mate. Honestly. Someone saying... So, Rico saying here... Who was he asking? I think he was asking Carlos. He said, what happened? You just suddenly stopped. And then Carlos said, I don't know. You just suddenly went into the back of me. Yeah, Adam was in the pits for Mike as well. There you go. Mike says he was fourth. Well, you definitely weren't fourth on my screen, Mike. Because John had that. DP had that. He had fourth on my screen. Can we all make sure we save the can we all make sure we save the replay? If possible. I hope we can save the replay from this. But I don't think it's gonna... I don't think it lets us. That is absolutely mental. I can't work that out at all. I cannot work that out. I saw you come past, then I went to 8th when everyone finished the race. What? That is, honestly... So John, if you watch... Was it before... I think I was on the mediums. Hang on, let's see if I can save the replay. I can't seem to have an option to save the replay. I don't have an option to save the replay. So, did the order at race end stand? I've got no idea. I've got no clue. So, John, I think it was between lap like 10. I think it was a lap 10, 11, or 12, something like that, John. If you watch that, right, scroll back on this stream after this. If you watch that, it was lap 10, 11, or 12. I'd just come out of the pits onto the medium tyres, and I think it was you, and there was two other cars nearby. And just after the bus stop chicane, I overtook you on the inside, or at least I thought I did. And I was like, "This is weird. He's not giving me the space, right?" And then I know you didn't do it, but essentially you ran me off track, right? I know you didn't do it, actually, but you ran me off track, like, to the left-hand side. I was like, that was just so bizarre. How's that even happened? And then, yeah, just mental. Absolutely mental. See, that even Ark saying he was P2 for the whole race, for the rest of the race. Ark wasn't even, as far as I knew, wasn't even in the race. That is bizarre. That is so bizarre. We need to make a YouTube video out of this. This needs to be raised to Polyphony, like, right now. I don't know if this is a glitch with this track, whether it's a glitch in the lobbies full stop, whether it's because, I don't even know. We had a couple of people leave. As James says, sometimes when people are spectating, that does sometimes mess it just sort of lags the connection a little bit. Oh man, that is so bizarre. Absolutely no clue. I can't work that out though. I can't work that out. Yeah, good racing early on, Adam. Yeah, it was, mate. That was mega. It was mega. I was desperate to the first 2 or 3 laps. I was like, will we push or will we not? Will we push or will we not? And then I decided, right, we got to push. I'd assumed you might have started saving at that point. Yeah, so. But it was a raver from side to side. Yeah, it was all over the place, the connection, wasn't it? I can't work that out. But I wanted to put a message to everyone in the group chat just saying, before, in case the same thing happened to me, in case we start assuming that one of us has pushed each other off and we might have thought it was intentional or whatever, it clearly doesn't look like that was the case. Yeah, I did notice that as well. John in 66 was in the room. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. Yeah, I did see that. I don't think that should have caused any issues joining it, because then I think he did leave straight away, so I don't know. But that is, I don't even know. Absolutely mental. Bucket was well glitchy. Yeah, he was. So then as well, John, yeah. After you didn't, I know you didn't, but on here it did, ran wide. And then a couple of laps later, a similar sort of thing happened with Bucket, where we were just both going for the same line, and then I got pushed off. John saved and posted the replay. Right, let's have a little look at this then. Let's work this one out. See if we can watch this replay. I hope it's not me that's had the bad connection after all of this, because the past few races, it has come up red bars now and again. Honestly, guys, I just can't see, like, try and work this one out. Try and work this one out with me, because I've not got a clue yet. Right, let's see if we can watch the replay from John's page. No. Following. Right. Oh, this would be fun. So we got 2 different replays here as well, so we'll see if there's a difference in the replays, but I don't think that there is. Right. Yeah, it did look awesome until it was no longer awesome. Picture and sound good the whole stream. Well, that's what I like to hear. Yeah, side by side with Xander. So I think that's the point that I'm talking about. I think, because there was yourself and then there was somebody else, but I can't remember who it was. So, honestly, I can't work it out. It was quite funny because I was like, I stayed silent on the stream because I was like, I'll see if he gives me the place back or whatever, but then like obviously nothing. And then like. It's mental. This is absolutely mental. Right, I'm sorry that this is taking a while to download. Here we go. Right, this is the... Right, everybody, let's have a watch of this, right? This is... I'm going to follow me, because I obviously knew where I was in certain parts of the races here, right? So we start P3. So after our pit stop... There you go. Prime example. According to this, we were in the pits for the whole lobby. Right, I know what's happened. I've worked out what's happened here then. So after everybody went into the pits... Oh no, pit out. There you go. So basically... Here's what's happened. After everybody has gone into the pits, the game has not registered them being out of the pits. And so it's not... That's why everybody's not being shown up on the game. So you see here, I'm skipping forward. According to this, I'm not out of the pits. I'm literally skipping lap by lap. Forward, forward, forward. You can see my lap times going in on the right-hand side. Oh, now all of a sudden we are out. So that's what... This is what's happened. So the people that have... But like my stints on the mediums, it's not registered at all. And then when I've gone back into the pits, it's kind of undone it. This is where we had the penalty. So will we have had the racing with Bucket yet? Yeah, we've had that. So let's see here. So we come out of the pits. We're P4. We weren't P4 when we came out of the pits at this point. That's for sure. We were not P4 at this point in the race. And Bucket's behind us. Bucket's behind us there, and we had the clash with him. So let's also then see. I can't even remember which lap is what. So let's go on to... Here we go. So, John, I swear to God, John, right? I swear to God, even though you do not see it, I'm going to tell you exactly where I was on track here. I swear down 2 seconds. I need the controller for this. I swear to you, John, this is absolute truth, right? At this point here, I had just got, right now, had just got the best overtake done that I'd done the entire race. I was literally to your left-hand side here. I swear to God, rewind the stream, watch it. James will tell you, honestly, right? That's where I was. And at this point here, I was like, why is John not giving me the space? I thought he would have given me the space. It was a late move. Maybe he's fair enough, whatever. Literally, you're on the grass there. That is where I was. That is where I was. On the curb, as James says. Right? So at this point here, I'm now on the curb because I've been pushed wide, even though I know you didn't. Right? And then at this point, I'm like, right, we've got a bit more space. I'm on the left-hand side. I'm on the left-hand side. And as you're moving across here, you, unbeknownst to yourself, are being a dirty, horrible, filthy driver and not given the space. And at this point, you've just pushed me straight into the wall. You are clueless at the fact that you've just done that. But that is what you've just done. What the hell? And at this point here, while you're going for that corner, I was like, I'm literally in the grass now, right? Thinking, oh, well, that's ruined my race. I was like, maybe John will give me the place back. And then I'm like, oh no, he's just carried on. Oh, man. I'll be honest, John, I bit my tongue, but I nearly slagged you right off, mate. I was nearly like, what the fuck? Wow. Wow. You weren't there. Exactly. I was, but I wasn't. But I was, but I wasn't. And then the same for Bucket. So at this point, let's see if we can find this. I think it was it was lap. It was either lap 12 or 13. I'll tell you by the way he's driving. I think it was lap 11. In fact, yeah, you can still see actually that he's kind of glitching left and right. Yeah, so I'm on the inside here, and then that's where I got pushed wide. So again, Bucket, if you're watching, unbeknownst to you, mate, you were just being a dirty, filthy driver and not left the space, even though you never knew there was space needed to be given. So at this point here, I'm right behind him, and then I think it's just as we go into the corner, or maybe I'm alongside now, because I was like, all right, he's given me the space there, fantastic. Right, and then of course he's moving left now onto the racing line, so he moves over to the left, and at that point there is when I've been pushed wide. That is absolutely mental. I cannot wait to do some recording of this and then overlay my stream over the top and see the difference side by side. That is absolutely mental. I cannot believe that's happened. Being realistic, that has absolutely just ruined an entire championship, because I've lost loads of points, loads of people have lost loads of points, loads of people have gained loads of points, but loads of people have mostly lost loads of points. So yeah, I was on Bucket's left. I was literally, at this point now, I'm spinning off onto the grass. But the game thinks that I, somewhere, well, I'm at the back of the grid, aren't I? I'm in the pits. I'm in the pits according to this. Riddle me that. You explain that. I'm P13 according to this game, but at that point there, I was battling for P5 or 6th or whatever. 5th or 6th. Riddle me that. There we go. Well, that was an interesting British Heart Foundation Championship. Never before have we had anything like that happen on these rounds. Normally we have absolutely tremendous racing, and somehow or another we've ended up with this like monstrosity of a round. Nobody's fault whatsoever. This is literally just obviously a glitch in the lobbies, or a glitch on Gran Turismo. Maybe it's just a glitch with Watkins Glen. It's still a relatively new track. I do not know, but either way, that has absolutely ruined. That has ruined a championship basically, and all that it actually was that it wasn't registering people leaving the pits. So every time that we were passing people on the main straight, and I was like, hey, those guys are still in the pits, that's a bit weird. That's what was happening. So there we go. We found out, well, we haven't found out the bug or what's causing it, but we kind of worked out what it was that people were seeing and weren't seeing and all that sort of stuff. So that is absolutely mental. I'm buggered if I can work that one out. Nobody can work that one out. It's absolutely insane. Crazy. We're going to make a little video out of this, and if this is the video that you're watching on YouTube, then hopefully you can explain. And if Polyphony's watching it, then hopefully you can explain, but also fix, because that is probably the more important thing. That is so weird. It's definitely ruined or kind of hindered this championship. I think we might end up just postponing this race, or kind of writing off those points that people have gained in that one, and according to the points, at least make it a 6-round championship as opposed to the 7 that we originally had. So yeah, so bizarre, so strange. Cannot work that one out. Really weird. Yeah, just really weird. But there we go. Hope everybody's enjoyed it nonetheless. We've had a laugh, I think. And I was devastated about those 2 spins, because I kept thinking that I could have probably won the race. I think Carlos was 16 seconds ahead of us, even though he wasn't even in our race, which is even more bizarre. Brian was P1 for us the entire time, so I can't work that one out. Yeah, maybe it's a rerun at the end of the season. We'll see. I think we'll be scarred for life on racing at this track. I don't think we'll want to come back. So bizarre. Well, at least you enjoyed it, James. Hopefully everybody else did as well who was racing and everybody else watching. So fingers crossed. If you haven't done so already, please do like the stream. That goes a long way to supporting the channel, supporting this British Heart Foundation championship as well. Please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. There will be plenty more videos out next week. We got quite a few highlights from the manufacturers. I'm definitely going to make a video of this in the next week or so. 100% this needs to be out there and show this glitch in the lobbies for what it's been. 100%. Yeah, just no good. We've got a few new faces that have just joined the stream. This has been an absolutely mental race. If you haven't seen it, or if it's the lads that have been in this race, then make sure you rewind, watch this back. This makes absolutely no sense to me. We basically did a 4-lap stint in the pits, whilst also still setting 155s all the way through. You explained that one, but according to some people's screens, we never left the pits, and I'm wondering why those people are running me wide on track. And it's because on their stream, in their game, on their screen, I am literally not there. But I am being affected by their physics, so I am still being pushed off wide. I'm still getting the contact and all that sort of stuff. It makes no sense to me. I cannot work that one out at all. So yes, make sure you rewind, check that one out. Please do give it a share as well. Tag Polyphony all over the place with this one, because they need to see it. That is an absolute monstrosity of a round. But there we go. Hopefully everybody still enjoyed it. Adam says yes, enjoyed it regardless. There we go. Hopefully everybody still enjoyed it. I will catch you all tomorrow. We're going to be streaming a little bit earlier tomorrow as well. Don't forget, 11 a.m. through till 3 p.m, possibly 2 p.m, but hopefully 3 p.m. So keep an eye on that. As James says, ACC, we will be getting onto that soon enough as well. Now that the Nations Cup of Manufacturers is out of the way, we're possibly going to do some Wednesday nights and Saturdays on ACC, and me kind of just unboxing this game essentially and getting used to it and seeing what it's all about. So I'm going to be looking forward to that one. We'll get on to that in a few weeks, but enjoy what is left of your Sunday in the meantime, and I should catch you all hopefully tomorrow during the day for Monday streams, new daily races, Dragon Trail Group 3. We're looking forward to it. Hopefully it runs a bit more smoothly in this lobby here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Catch you all later. See you tomorrow, if not a little bit later in the week. Toodles!